Hello you guys, welcome, and if you're new here, my name is Lisa. Thank you so much for joining. So today is, as you can tell from the title, what I eat in a day. This is actually week 3 of my 30 Days of Wellness series. I really wanted to do this just because personally for me, end of January into February is a very much wellnessy period in my life. Definitely starting the new year off in a fresh and positive light, and for me, health and wellness is a huge priority of that. So, just wanted to introduce myself and the vlog. As you saw, I just made my breakfast and I actually made some muesli. So muesli is a huge thing here in Switzerland. It's actually really delicious. If you're not familiar with it, it is actually similar to, like, I would say oatmeal. It's really good, and it often is made cold here, so you can definitely meal prep this. You can do overnight oats. It's really just a very yummy dish. And during the winter months, I really love to have something a little bit warmer. So this has been a go-to for me. And what I did was I just added some protein powder, some berries on top, and some crushed almonds. And this vlog is going to be a little bit of a different one. I want to do a focus on protein because that is what I'm doing for these next, hopefully, the next couple of months, year. It's really a priority for me just because I feel so much better when I prioritize protein. I have more energy, I just feel more focused, and it overall helps me with my fitness goals. So protein is definitely top priority for me. That muesli was probably around 35 grams of protein, which is a great way to start the day. For me, about 120 grams is like the sweet spot. I try to at least reach 100 grams of protein a day. Sometimes it's just not doable, but usually it is something that I can achieve. I also wanted to say in the beginning of this video that this is what works for me, what personally is good for myself and my health. Definitely, if you are looking to make a diet change or for a solution to optimize your health, I think you should definitely speak to a doctor, get some more insight on you personally. This is definitely not me telling you what to eat during the day. Everyone is different. Everyone needs different amounts of foods. This is just a video about what I like to eat. Maybe if you want to get some ideas on food recipes, but definitely take this with a grain of salt. I just wanted to preference that in the beginning, just so everyone's clear. I am also making a priority, as always, drink a ton of water. Keeping hydrated is super important for you. And I'm definitely trying to make it a point to have breakfast before any caffeine in the morning. I didn't do it a lot during the holidays, and I saw a huge difference in my overall energy, my focus, just feeling like I crashed and burned some mornings. So having breakfast before caffeine has really set the tone for me and was extremely helpful. So that is what I plan to do from now on. So I'm going to eat my breakfast now, and then I'm going to get into my coffee. So it's lunchtime, and this has been one of my go-to soups for the winter. I actually made it during the very first vlog of this series. It's just homemade ramen, and it's so yummy and just perfect for a cold day. So what's inside? There's chicken, there's mushrooms, there is chicken broth, of course soy sauce, a tiny bit of sesame oil, some hot sauce, all different seasonings like salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, white pepper, a little bit of chili flakes, and then of course the ramen. It's so yummy, you guys. You can also I added spinach just for some extra veg and some green onions. You can also add bok choy. That's what the original recipe calls for, but I couldn't find it in our food store. And then, what else? You can also add like a soft boiled egg. I wasn't feeling the egg, but that's definitely a tradition for ramen, and that will help you add more protein to this meal. Depending on what you add and what you don't add to this dish, mine is roughly 30 grams of protein. It would be more if I added maybe the soft-boiled egg, maybe some crushed peanuts on top. That's also in the recipe, but I didn't have any, so maybe next time we'll have a little bit of crushed peanuts for just some crunch and some more protein and healthy fats. You can also totally do this with beef. You could do this with tofu if you're a vegetarian. I think it's a great option as well. And I just think it's a really nice option, especially since I was able to make this yesterday and kind of prep it for today. So during the day while I'm working, I don't really love to make a huge lunch. Usually it's like a salad or a sandwich, something easy to make and not very time consuming because I don't have a ton of time for lunch. So this was a great option. It was just on my stove. I turned on the stovetop to warm it up a little bit, and I'm ready to go and ready to have my lunch. So tonight we're having almond crusted salmon with a little bit of quinoa, and then I found some leftover broccoli in the fridge, so we're gonna have that as well. So of course you'll need salmon, butter, some panko, crushed almonds. If you can't find them crushed, just buy them and then put them in a food processor. They have to be really fine for this. Honey, Dijon mustard, mayonnaise, garlic, onion, pepper, salt, paprika, and butter. So you guys, it is time for me to unwind. I just made my nighttime tea and had some dark chocolate, which I don't know about you, but I am a sweet person. I always need something sweet after a meal. And now I'm just going to be relaxing, reading my book a bit, and that is all that I ate today. As always, if you guys have any questions, please leave me a comment down below and I'll be happy to answer them to the best of my ability. Every day looks different. It's not always over 100 grams of protein. It's not always such structured or in-depth meals. But I just wanted to share a random day with you guys, and hopefully maybe you got some insight or maybe some meal inspo. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, please do consider subscribing because it really does help me create more content for you guys, and I hope you join me for my next one. Bye guys.